Hello everyone, welcome back to Where's My Egg? It's funny coming into this game, like, having loads of energy, knowing that in 20 minutes or so, that energy will all be gone. I'm also very tight on time at the moment. I'm traveling a bit and I need to record a bunch of videos, so this will probably be limited to half an hour, which likely means, I mean, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we won't make any progress today, but that's normal. Sometimes we don't make progress, but we do. We just chip away at the puzzle a bit by bit, right? In fact, maybe that's like a better way for me to play. Like I do this thing where I'm like, well, if I am just like stuck on a puzzle for a long time, I should like keep at it, and then the video can be like, then I like, well, hopefully I achieve something in the video. But even if not, like if I'm stuck, like there needs to be more video to make up for the fact that I'm stuck and I'm like not making that much progress. So having a longer video means there's at least a little bit more progress in there. But that probably just contributes to wearing myself out. I mean, I also do that because if I record a longer video and get more done, I can kind of get because like I don't always want my channels to just be like the same games forever, and so I can kind of move on to another game sooner, like not actually my own time but in the like, kind of channel time. But anyway, let's see if we can chip away at something. Walk alone, delay, tool. So I think it's tool that we haven't been to for a while. Okay, come back to you. Is this the same? I think it's the same. I don't think it's changed. For some reason, I remember there being some holes here, but no, I don't think there were holes there. I think maybe I imagined there could be holes along here, by which I mean this column that I'm in right now, because I was thinking like, oh, if like things aren't supposed to get pushed over here or whatever, which I guess they're not anyway. Well, I mean, like, I guess it's in theory possible that I'm pushing the portal over there to grab the laser, but maybe the laser stays against that wall, and a bunch of holes there would like tell me whether that was the case or not. Maybe the fact that the holes aren't there tells me that I am using the portal to do that, but I don't know. Yeah, I think so. At some point, I imagined the holes being there, and now that in my head, that's kind of how the puzzle was, but I don't know if it was or not. Okay, we've got a redirecty thing, we've got a swappy thing, we've got a laser, we've got a portal, and there's a portal up here. There's a blue button up at the top. Blue button needs to be pressed. The laser needs to end up in here. That means absolutely that at some point... Is this like the only one that has this binary background? I don't remember seeing it anywhere else, but maybe I've just not noticed it. Absolutely. What do I want? We need a laser hitting this. Only way laser's hitting that, because the laser's not pointing upwards, is to have gone through this. But there's no way the laser is going through this here. So it has to be portal here, with laser coming out of it, and therefore another portal elsewhere with laser going into the bottom of it after having gone through the arrow. Like, that's the setup. That's like, we know where everything's got to be, right? That's the other portal, that's the upwards arrow. Oh, except the swapper. We don't know where the swapper has to be. Something's got to be on the button. Laser this way, goes into the thing. So the only thing that we haven't accounted for is swapper. Now, okay, so the next thing to figure out is like, can any of these things be on the button? I guess you can't, because it has to go into this, and then this has to be above it. You can't for the same reason. Portal can't. Okay, so swap has to be on the button. Did I not figure any of this out last time? Maybe this is a classic case of coming back to the puzzle and then rethinking about it from scratch. Leads to better realizations. I think the swapper has to be here. You can't be there. You've got to be there. You've got to be here. Well, somewhere, but not up there. You can't be up there. You can't be up there. Why? Well, you can't be on the button. You can be on this row, but you can't be on the button, because then the laser can't go to the bottom of you. Yeah, okay. Okay. So it seems to me like my goal is to get the swapper on that button and potentially just get this portal out of there. Now, when we swap, how does swapping work? The other portal doesn't necessarily have to get out of there. It could be portal, this. Although it can't be this for a reason I'm going to say in a second. And then laser here, laser goes across, goes up there, comes out there. It can't be this because I cannot get this laser away from this wall without putting something else in its place. That absolutely is the only way that can happen. Either something swaps into its place or the portal goes into its place. So it's not that. We are getting that portal away from that top edge. So you have to get out of there, and swapper has to get in. So we basically want the swapper to swap with you. However, if we put the swapper up there so it can see you, then they're swapping on that top row, which we don't want. We need to somehow swap something up here. Maybe it swaps with me somehow. Or maybe we... Like, can I what? I think everything I've just said is true, maybe, hopefully. So you've got to come out of here. You're not teleporting out of there, so you're swapping out of there. That has to be true, no? And the only thing that only the swapper can swap with stuff. It's not like I can swap with anything else. I can only swap with the swapper. So the swapper does have to somehow pair with you. But you could, in theory, swap with me. No, you can't swap with me. You can only swap with the swapper. You have to swap out of there. The swapper has to swap with you. So the swapper somehow needs to see you. Which it can by coming out of the portal and going back through the portal. Oh, is that like the idea? I think I'm on the right lines now. I think I've actually come into this puzzle and I'm on the right lines. Like, we are pairing up you and you. Now the thing I definitely do not like about this game is just like trying to get things around each other. But like, I thought I could push that, but no, I'm going to block the laser. For that reason. For that reason. I mean, I can pair you with you. And then push you along. And then unpair you. And then push you down. So you're paired with that. I don't want you paired with that. I just want you next to that. So that's the problem, no? Because you will pair with that. But then maybe I just swap you up. Or I don't want both portals up there. So yeah, I guess the question is, how do I get... Oh gosh. It's also possible I have to move that portal around a little bit. It's suspicious that there's a too wide jump here, but we'll figure that out later. I can get you up there, but on the wrong side of that portal. I want you on the other side of that portal. But the portal won't be active if I do that, except it can be if I put this here. And then this, I don't love that you two are connected. Here. I can then get you through, but you two are still connected. This is definitely the right lines though. Oh, in fact, this is fine. Like, if you're just not connected, and then I put them back where they were. But then you're going to connect to me. Which, maybe that's okay? I guess there's another way to get you up there, isn't it? Ish. I mean, I couldn't do this, or I could. But now if I trigger you, you'll swap to wherever I am. So whatever I'm doing that causes a swap needs to have me up here, because that's what I'm trying to get. I want you to be up there. Could I have pushed you through without you connecting to me? Like, how would that work? Well, you're going to connect to whatever is pushing you, right? Is there any reason you wouldn't if you were currently being lasered? But that's not going to happen. Yeah, it's not going to happen because the laser needs to be going to the portal. So I feel like this is a move I want to make happen though. Or I'm up there and somehow cause a swap to happen. I can potentially see that. Or I can see that. I can see how that could happen. Me and Swapper up here. So I'm here, Swapper here. Portal active. With the portal here, not above this thing. Push the Swapper through. What am I saying? While I'm paired to it, Swapper appears here, gets lasered, swaps with me. Pairs with that. I think that's the move. I think that's the move. I think that is the move. Okay, so how do I get us all up there? Well, I just push you there. Push you down. What happened there? Oh, the laser comes through the portal. Of course it does. Which is not what I want. Ah. I didn't think about it coming through the portal, of course. That might not be the move then. Was that maybe I was close to something here anyway? Well, you're up there now, but I want you to be up there not paired. So you need to have been activated. Or is there some other way I could push you? Could I push you rightwards through the portal and somehow get you to the left of the portal? I don't think so. But I do need that portal to get out of there. So I need you to see it. However, is this okay? So I basically need some move that I can do from up here that will cause the Swapper to get lasered. But while I'm still up here, how's that going to work? How is that going to work? It's not. Not sure I wanted that, but oh gosh, that's not what I meant to move. This is not at all what I wanted. I mean, yeah, if I do this, then the portal's not even active. I guess I could push the portal. No, I can't really push the portal rightwards. Unless I push. Hold on. Push the portal rightwards if this portal's against the edge. Which it could be. So I actually push the portal rightwards into the... Yes, there we go. There's a move. There's a move. So go back to like before when it was a bit more stable. Just that other setup I think was nicer. But you two are going to be around the other side of each other. I guess... Okay, hold on. Let's set you up first. You're going to be here. Then, we're going to do this, but we're going to do that the other direction. Like this. You're paired. Why is that good? No, I don't want you paired. Wait, what? What was the idea? I no longer remember. That doesn't make any sense. How does that help? I don't want you paired to that. I want you paired to me. No, I do want you paired to that. Which you are, but you're not down here. But you could be. If I push you back. If I... if I put you against an edge now, I can then push the portal again. Okay, I think I'm sort of stumbling a little bit here, but I think the stumbling is working. Do this, that, push you, go back to this one, get you. Then if I can swap these, can I then get past these actually at all? Well, I mean, I can just do that. Okay, progress. I guess I can get through them. Can I unpack them? This is enough. This is enough. I'm done. I'm done. I did a puzzle. That actually ended up being really satisfying. I just ended up in a bunch of dead ends in the previous attempt, I guess. Why is it a pill? Is that a pill? It looks like a pill to me. It's concerning. Ended up in a bunch of dead ends, but coming back to it with a fresh pair of eyes, sure. Help me understand it. It does work. I'm kind of annoyed how satisfying that ended up being. Because of how much I complained. I still have complaints. My complaints, I think, are still valid complaints. But it was a satisfying solution. And it was satisfying to go through that process of solving it. But I still think my complaints are valid. Okay. You can't take that away from me. Now, this is interesting because I'm short on time. What do I do here? You know what? Because I'm short on time, I might make this just a short video. Like it's a satisfying video. I solved that puzzle. Next time we can look at another one. And that really helps me in terms of my the amount of time that I have at the moment for recording. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll leave that there. Nice short video after a bunch of really long videos. But we solved the puzzle, so that was good progress. So I'll see you next time. We'll do exactly the same to these two puzzles, right? All right. See you then. Goodbye.